Is it still worth selling digital products online in 2026? Or is the market too saturated, too competitive, and honestly too late? Because if you've been on social media lately, you've probably heard digital products are dead, it's way too saturated, AI has replaced everything. And I want to be really honest with you in this video. Things have changed, but not in the way that most people think. In fact, if you understand what's actually happening right now, this might be one of the best times ever to start a digital product business. So make sure you stay until the end because I'm going to show you the one shift that separates people who struggle from people who build real life-changing income with digital products today. So if we haven't met, I'm Kimberly Latona. I have built multiple income streams online and generated six figures across different side hustles. And for the past few years, I focused on creating simple, scalable, full-time income in part-time hours. And I have seen this space evolve in real time. So let's talk about what's actually changed and why it matters. A few years ago, building a digital product business looked very different. So back then, traffic was easier, right? Blogs, Pinterest, simple content was working, but creating products was hard. You would have to use expensive tools or hire or outsource for a lot of the creation. We didn't have AI or free or cheap tools to use online. Software was expensive, but now it's the opposite. Today, creating digital products is easier than ever, but getting attention is harder. So now you can use ChatGPT to outline your entire product. You can design it in Canva, which is also free, and you can sell it on a free platform like System.io, like the one that I use. Okay, so which means that digital products for beginners are more accessible than ever. But because it's easier to start, more people are doing it. So the real challenge today is not the creation of the product, it's visibility. So the market is not dead, it has evolved. So here's what most people aren't telling you. Yes, there are more people selling digital products online. Yes, that is true. But there are also more buyers, more awareness, and more demand. So people today understand what an online course is, what a PDF guide is, how it can help them, what a digital product is, what digital marketing is. You don't have to convince them anymore that this works and that you are selling them something that's real and that can actually help them. So the market is actually more ready to buy than ever. So if you want to learn the best way to sell digital products online with a simple system that works right now, download my free Digital Freedom Business Blueprint. It's in the link below this video. It walks you through how to choose your product, how to set up one simple funnel, and how to start selling step by step using digital marketing. Okay, so the real problem, let's go back to this and talk about the real problem and the opportunity. The truth is, most people fail at selling digital products online today because they're focused on the wrong thing. They're focused on creating the product, making it pretty, perfecting the offer, setting up a complicated funnel, instead of just getting traffic, building authority, and standing out. So here's the opportunity and the hard truth. Okay, when things get harder, most people quit. I don't know if you've noticed, but if you're willing to show up and be consistent and learn the right strategy and just get better at it, there's actually less real competition than ever before. Okay, people want quick wins, people want overnight success, and that's just not the reality. So if you're willing to stick it out, if you're willing to actually like show up and be consistent and like be in this for the long game, there is less competition. Okay, most people drop out in just a few months and for sure within like the first year. So here's a strategy that works now. The old strategy was create the product, post on every single platform all day, every day, and then hope for sales. Okay. The new strategy is build an audience, create valuable content that is relevant to your product, and then lead people into a simple system. Okay, this is why platforms like YouTube are so powerful because your content compounds over time, it builds trust, and it brings consistent traffic. This is now the best way to sell digital products online. Okay, so let's talk about the elephant in the room. Okay, what about AI? This is the biggest objection, right? A lot of people are asking, why would anyone buy a digital product if they can just use AI? They can just get the information from AI. Okay, and this is where most people misunderstand what they're actually selling. People are not buying more information. Okay, you can get information on Google. You can just like you could even before AI, you could get the information on Google. And now it's even easier because AI makes it even more simple and gives you step-by-step processes and it filters and curates some of the information that's out there on Google. But people are not buying information. Okay, they're buying clarity and strategy. People are buying shortcuts and results. Okay, AI gives information, but it does not give real life experience or tested and curated strategies or personalized guidance. Okay, that's where you come in. So let's talk about what AI can't replace. This is important, okay? This is where the biggest opportunity is right now. And there are four things that AI cannot replace. And these are relevant whether you are starting from zero or you already have an online business and you just don't want it to become obsolete because of AI. Okay, number one, live or in-person experiences. So that is like workshops, trainings, events, live calls, real-time teaching. People want interaction. They don't just want information. Okay, again, they can get information just by Googling things or by going on ChatGPT. They want something that is actually interactive, that's going to help them get the results faster. Okay. The second thing is real community. Okay, so support, accountability, shared experiences. This is why memberships and school communities are still growing so fast right now. Okay, the third thing, your story and your real experience. Okay, so your mistakes, your lessons, your experiences, your results, your clients' results, that's what builds trust because you're a real person. Okay, people are becoming wary about AI because they know that it exists and they know that there's a bunch of trash out there and just a bunch of like very um very like shallow trainings that are just only AI, and it's like an AI person with an AI voice, and it like you can tell that it's AI. Okay? You want to build trust, and people like build your trust by sharing your own mistakes and your lessons, your new experiences, and actually showing up. Okay. The fourth thing is AI enhanced results. Okay. You are not replacing it with AI. You're not being replaced by AI. You are enhancing the results that your clients can get with AI. And this is where things can get really powerful. Okay. So instead of competing with AI, you're now using it to make your product better. So, for example, inside my Digital Freedom Collective, I have created a digital product profit strategist. Okay, it's a custom AI tool that's trained to help my students choose profitable ideas and refine their offers and write viral content and write high converting copy for their sales pages and their emails and get better results faster. Okay, so AI becomes an asset, not a threat. I'm not threatened by AI. I'm using AI to make my product better and to get my students better results. Okay, and faster and easier results. Okay, so is it still worth selling digital products in 2026? Full body, yes. Okay, but only if you adapt. Because the people who win in 2026 are not the fastest creators or the loudest marketers. They're the ones who build trust, simplify their system, and stay in the game long enough to win. Okay, so if you want the full system, including a step by step roadmap to help you create, launch, and scale a digital product, done for you funnels and automations and live weekly calls and support, that is exactly what you get inside of the Digital Freedom Collective. So if you want to actually implement this, watch this next video where I break down my free strategy to sell digital products on autopilot without ads. So when you combine this with what you learned today with that system, everything clicks. So I will see you in the next video.